Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a series of heartbreaking true crime stories that will grip your soul and leave you questioning the darkness lurking in everyday lives. But let's start with a chilling thought. What if a simple package delivery became the gateway to unimaginable horror? In late 2022, that's exactly what happened to a bright-eyed 7-year-old girl named Athena Strand, whose laughter echoed through the Texas countryside, until it was silenced forever. Athena Strand was born on May 25, 2015, in the quiet town of Duncan, Oklahoma. With her parents divorced, she split time between her mother's home there and her father's rural house in Wise County, Texas. Despite the distance, Athena's family stayed close. Her parents remarried, giving her 2 younger sisters she adored. Athena was the epitome of joy, a bubbly child who loved exploring the outdoors, playing in the woods, and dreaming big. In November 2022, at just 7 years old, she moved temporarily to her father's home to spend the holidays, attending a local elementary school and bonding with her dad and stepmother, Elizabeth. On November 30th, Athena hopped off the school bus around 4:15 p.m., her backpack slung over her shoulder, ready for another evening in the peaceful countryside. Her father and grandfather were out hunting, leaving her with Elizabeth. But that day, something shifted. Athena was in a foul mood, sparking a minor argument with her stepmother. Upset, she stormed to her room while Elizabeth prepared dinner in the kitchen. 20 minutes later, Elizabeth called her down, but Athena was gone. Panic set in. Elizabeth scoured the house, the yard, even called nearby relatives. No sign of the girl. She phoned Athena's father, who urged her to call 911 immediately. At 6:40 p.m., authorities arrived, and Elizabeth shared her theory: Athena might have run away after their spat. But at 7 years old, afraid of the dark, and never one to wander far, this seemed unlikely. Skeptical at first due to the delay in reporting, police soon believed Elizabeth after hearing about her exhaustive search. The night turned into a frantic hunt. Officers combed the surrounding forests and fields with flashlights, battling the encroaching darkness. Volunteers, relatives, and Athena's distraught mother, who rushed from Oklahoma, joined in. They searched until 5 a.m., but found nothing. The rural terrain, thick with woods and dropping temperatures around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, made it treacherous. Athena was last seen in light clothing, a pullover, skirt, and boots. As winter chill set in, fears for her survival mounted. By morning, the search escalated. Hundreds of volunteers on horseback, ATVs, drones, and helicopters with thermal cameras scoured miles. Yet, day one yielded no clues. Police expanded the radius, shifting from a lost child theory to something sinister. No forced entry, no screams heard, no suspicious activity reported, but abduction couldn't be ruled out. Then, a breakthrough: a FedEx delivery had been made that evening. Tracing the van's GPS and cameras, investigators reviewed footage. What they saw was horrifying: driver Tanner Horner, 31, pulling a girl matching Athena's description into the vehicle. Horner was arrested at his home and confessed during questioning. His story was bizarre and chilling. Horner claimed he accidentally hit Athena with his van while backing up near the house. She wasn't seriously hurt but was conscious and talked to him, even sharing her name. Panicked about consequences, fearing job loss or worse, he put her in the van. When she threatened to tell her father, his fear spiraled. In a twisted decision, he said killing her was the only option. He tried breaking her neck, failed, then strangled her. He dumped her body in a nearby river. Skeptical, police followed his directions, and found Athena's remains. The nation reeled in shock. Horner, a seemingly normal Uber driver and musician with no prior record, father to a young child, had snapped. Social media showed a happy family man, but deeper digs revealed allegations of past sexual assaults on minors, including a 2013 charge involving a 16-year-old victim who wasn't believed until now. The autopsy confirmed asphyxiation within an hour of abduction, with injuries but no sexual assault. Theories swirled: did Horner spot Athena alone and act on depraved impulses? Or was it truly panic? Prosecutors sought the death penalty, backed by video evidence and his confession. As of 2025, Horner's capital murder trial has been delayed to April 2026, moved for fairness. Athena's parents sued FedEx for negligent hiring, noting the ironic twist: the delivered package was Athena's Christmas gift, a Barbie doll. Athena's story leaves us haunted. How does evil hide in plain sight? Her family fights for justice, but the pain lingers. Hold on, friends, our next case takes us to a rainy Maine night in 1994, where a 12-year-old girl's bravery pierced the veil of a mother's brutal end. Crystal Perry was born August 23, 1963, in Rumford, Maine, the youngest of 10 siblings in a hard-working family. Life was tough, but Crystal dreamed of stability. She married high school sweetheart Tom, moved to California, had daughter Sarah in 1982, then returned to Maine's quiet Bridgeton. But Tom's alcoholism shattered their marriage, squandering money, leaving them hungry. Crystal divorced him, enduring harassment from his new girlfriend, Teresa. Strong-willed, Crystal bought a lakeside home for her and Sarah, 12. On May 11, 1994, after watching a solar eclipse and tucking Sarah in, Crystal's screams shattered the night. Around 1 a.m. Sarah, terrified, hid as she heard an intruder attack, rummage for a knife, and stab relentlessly. Silence fell. Sarah found her mother in a blood-soaked kitchen, phones dead, one off hook, the other possibly storm damaged. Barefoot in the rain, she ran half a mile, knocking desperately until an Italian restaurant owner helped call 911. The scene was gruesome: over 50 stab wounds, sexual assault, blood everywhere. No robbery, no forced entry. Crystal likely knew her killer. Footprints, odd blood drops, suggesting the killer cut himself, and a partial cleanup puzzled investigators. Sarah became the key witness, interrogated 18 times, but stuck to her story: she heard but didn't see. Suspects emerged: ex-husband Tom, alcoholic, no motive; boyfriend Dennis, tense relationship, but alibied, even a bragging drunk. Boots matched to local stores, but leads fizzled. DNA from semen and blood waited months due to lab backlogs. Years passed unsolved. In 1999, a new detective collected hundreds of DNA samples, no match. Then, in 2006, a hit: Michael Hutchinson, 31 at the time, arrested for unrelated crimes. His DNA matched. Hutchinson, a bricklayer, explaining no fingerprints, worn palms, lived nearby, drove past Crystal's house often. He claimed consensual sex, then an intruder attacked, but evidence contradicted him. Convicted in 2007, life without parole. Sarah, now an author, uncovered more: Hutchinson's truck matched a witness sighting, and a scared driver that night was heading to his home. Her book After the Eclipse honors her mother's memory. But the terror of that night, it never fades. We've explored the innocence stolen from Athena and the nightmare endured by Sarah. Now, let's unravel more tales of trust shattered and mysteries unsolved. Picture this: an 18-year-old with a heart of gold offers a friend a safe couch for the night, only to meet a monster in disguise. Megan Newton, born in 2001 in Stoke-on-Trent, UK, was a beacon of kindness. Close to her mother Sarah, she was wise beyond her years, coaching young soccer players, aspiring for a sports scholarship in America. Tattooed with a soccer cleat, Megan balanced college for sports therapy with 3 jobs. On April 19, 2019, after her fish and chip shop shift, she partied at a Hanley club. Around 2:40 a.m., Megan queued for a taxi with a friend. There, she met Joseph Trevor, 19, a former schoolmate and semi-pro footballer, academically bright but volatile, with a dark past, accused at 15 of assaulting a girl, earning nicknames like Predator. That night, Trevor, high on ketamine, arrested earlier but released, begged for help. Compassionate Megan lent her phone, then offered her couch. Surveillance captured them entering her flat at 3:44 a.m., Megan cheerful. But at 5:54 a.m., Trevor left alone, discarding bloodied keys, inspecting his wounded hand. Megan's naked, bloodied body was found later, strangled unconscious, raped, stabbed 9 times in the back with her kitchen knife. Trevor confessed to his police officer parents and friends, even attempting suicide on a bridge. He claimed blackout after consensual sex, triggered by Megan's apology for past taunts. But police saw premeditation. He forced himself, killed to silence her. Pleading guilty in 2020, life with 21-year minimum. Megan's community honored her with fundraisers, a memorial bench, and applause at soccer games. Her light? Extinguished by betrayal. Now, shift to an enduring enigma, Vicky Glass, whose 2000 disappearance in Middlesbrough, UK, remains a cold case taunting investigators. Vicky, born September 21, 1979, loved music, performing in jazz bands. But at 18, bad company led to addiction and sex work in Cannon Park. On September 23, 2000, days after turning 21, she left friend Patrick Law's home, seen with clients. Last spotted at 4:20 a.m. on Union Street after a taxi drop-off. Reported missing September 27. Her decomposed body was found November 3 in Danby, 20 miles away, naked, no clothes or cause determined. Massive investigation, 500 interviews, trucker appeals, suspecting a salesman. Suspects like Eric Coates, prior assaults, client, and serial killer Stephen Wright, John Taylor cleared. Linked to other unsolved murders of Donna Keogh, 1998, and Rachel Wilson, 2002, solved 2021 via confession. Reinvestigated 2021 with new footage of Vicky talking to a man, appeals ongoing. As of 2024, on the 24th anniversary, her family pleads for closure. Who took Vicky? The shadows hold the secret. Finally, a teen's forbidden love turns deadly, Jenna Oakley, 15, in 2016 Kentucky. Jenna's chaotic childhood, neglect, rats, abuse, led her and brother David to live with father Philip and stepmother Rhonda, 52, a kind marketer. But Jenna rebelled, dating 20-year-old Kenneth Raven secretly. Parents confiscated devices, but rage brewed. September 1, 2016, David found Rhonda stabbed in the basement. Jenna and Kenneth fled in her car. Diary revealed plans to kill her family for freedom. Caught in New Mexico, Kenneth's suicide note took blame, but he died. Jenna confessed, Rhonda caught their tryst, Kenneth strangled, Jenna stabbed. Guilty of manslaughter, 15 years. Philip disowned her, decrying the system. Jenna's scars ran deep, but so did the wounds she inflicted. These stories remind us, evil wears many faces. If they moved you, like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. Until next time, stay vigilant.